As it is written, how are the things of Esau searched out, and how are his hidden things sought up? I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai Bashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to my teachers, the elder apostles of the great millstone, who well, peace and salutations to the hopeful elect tabernacle of David, scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. And I want to play this video that you see on the screen, which this woman here is being interviewed about the UN Agenda 21 and the Great Reset, which, this whole pandemic crisis is being used by the higher up to set in place, all right, this agenda to seize total control over the planet and everything in it, all right. And this woman, Rosa Koor, if I'm pronouncing it right, she did a book called Behind the Green Mask, UN Agenda 21, and she pretty much breaks it all down. All right, what they intend to do, what their desire is, what the actual goal is. All right, and we all know, according to the scriptures, it tells you in Psalms the second chapter, why do the heathen rage and why do they imagine a vain thing? And these nations under Esau, they're hoping that this agenda gets accomplished. But we all know that the Heavenly Father has different plans because it's according to His will and not man's. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let you hear um about a good minute and a half of this video where she's pretty much gonna give you a quick synopsis of this agenda. All right, and then after that, we're gonna just go into some scriptures and then we'll close it out. So without further ado, let's get into it.
What I would ask is, and I know you get asked this a lot, can you summarize for people Agenda 21, when it began, and just the level of pervasiveness now, all of these agendas, all of these policies that all our countries and politicians have signed up without our knowledge, and ultimately where this is leading for the 21st century?
Well, that certainly is a lot to talk about, and I will sum it up
in 30 words or less.
Right, okay, my pleasure. All right, so here's what United Nations Agenda 21, Sustainable Development, is a real plan. It is a conspiracy, but it is not a theory. It's a conspiracy fact. It was agreed to. It is a United Nations plan. Agreed to in 1992 by 178 nations, including Ireland, the United States, all the UK, and 178 nations plus the Holy See. It is the comprehensive blueprint. It's the action plan to inventory and control all land, all water, all minerals, all plants, all animals, all construction, all means of production, all energy, all education, all law enforcement, all food production, all information, and all human beings in the world. It is a totally comprehensive plan. It's a completely pervasive plan. It is the plan to inventory and control everything on the planet, including you.
Quick script. Let's go to Micah 2 and 1. And it reads, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. All right, and this is what they do. They devise evil. They plan wickedness, and because they have the power in their hand to perform it, to cause it to come to pass, they get it done. All right. Now let me go to the NLT, and it says, what sorrow awaits you who lie awake at night, thinking up evil plans, You rise at dawn and hurry to carry them out simply because you have the power to do so. All right. And that's why, Esau is moving pretty quickly with his, agenda. All right. Carrying out all these different um, plans, all these different psyops, just so that they can forward their agenda. You see that, they're working on the minds of the people through a lot of, the fear mongering, the alarmism, in the news. All right. And that's, peer pressuring and controlling the minds of the people because they're trying to get them conditioned and ready for their new world agenda, which is to basically be controlled. All right. This is a evil, wicked covetousness coming from Esau and these nations, predominantly E, because E is at the lead. He's at the helm of this whole thing. All right. Starting with the super rich elite, the international bankers. It says, and they covet fields, they want all the land, and take them by violence, and houses, and take them away, so they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage. So they want to take your lands, they want to build upon it, and they want to exploit and capitalize off of what they stole because he feels entitled. He believed that everything on this planet, including us, including the people, belong to him. That's that God complex working. You see? So this man has to be put to a stop. Now she pretty much listed everything, all facets of society. She mentioned that, man. And right here, I remember I put up a video last year, you know, where you can actually see the 17 goals of what they call sustainable development goals, all right, of the UN. And when you look at all of the different goals, this is what they plan on controlling. All right, they're trying to condition you right now, with these different stimulus bailouts. They're trying to get you used to welfare dependence. All right, that's one. All right, where they can prepare to start giving you you know allowance based on a universal basic income. All right, basically he shall lend, and you won't be able to lend. All right, and he shall be the head, and you shall be the tail. And I remember entitling this video just that. That's from Deuteronomy 28. How that Israel, we would be at the bottom, and we would not be able to lend to our enemies, but they'll be able to lend to us. Well, Esau right now, he's making it to where he's the only one that can lend, and everybody else on the face of the earth will have to go to him for the one of all things. They'll have to be dependent upon him, and he can ration and control how much he gives you. That's how much of a greedy bastard he is. All right, welfare dependence. He wants to feed you GMOs and get rid of the natural foods from the earth that the Lord created. Forced vaccinations. All right, that's coming. They're already shutting down, doing full lockdowns so they can get everybody to comply with, getting these shots. And if you don't get it, then you're gonna be isolated. All right, they're gonna make life miserable for you when you don't have access to anything because you don't have that record because you refuse to comply. So this is another form of control. Mass indoctrination, the so-called educational system, to destroy the family, in which this new wave of uh, uh, liberal democracy, or the new progressive liberalism, that's helping to destroy the nuclear family. The Black Lives Matter, You know, that whole organization they have a goal set on destroying the nuclear family, taking, you know, getting rid of the fathers, you know, patriarchy. So these devils want to control everything. It says water rationing. So they want to control how much water they can dish out to you, to control the water supply when that's supposed to be freely given to you. This is on the Heavenly Father's earth. The Lord made the elements that created water. Esau, you didn't create a damn thing. This man got to be put to a stop. It says smart grid surveillance. All right, that's, you know, all this technology that he's rolling out right now, you know, through the 5G, all these smart devices. It's all to keep an eye on you, man. So you have no privacy. All right. You're not free. It says no property rights. So they're going to own all the property, right? Even the landlords are going to have to give up their properties. This is going to be that bad. Okay. They're trying to draining out the economy purposely so that these things can properly be put in place. Slave labor, communism, you know, which is why they got the Democrats in. All right, and they're in cahoots with communist China, right? Prison-like cities, one currency. We all know what that is. It's all going to be a digital-based system. All your currency is going to go on that system, and we all know that the mark of the beast is what's going to fulfill this one currency, which is the RFID chip. Everything is going to go on that little device that they're going to have implanted in your hand or in your arm or in your head. Energy rationing, control of wildlife, control of resources, perpetual war, one world government. And no, this is not a conspiracy. It's all facts. All right. And then also what they said at the World Economic Forum. And let me go to this real quick and let you hear.
This is the plan that I have repeatedly warned about, to take the tools of oppression used to tackle the coronavirus and use them all, lockdowns, forced business closures, exclusion zones, isolation. We heard Angela Marsden earlier, businesses shut down, isolation at home, all of those measures, including destroying private property rights and private income in order to tackle the climate crisis.
Yeah, to make sure you're not self-sufficient. All right. They're doing all these things to target these so-called goals, and they're putting it in people's face as if this is something that's going to help the people, you know. But it's all in deceit because they're trying to control the masses, man. They're trying to control the earth. All right.
Now is the historical moment, the time, not only to fight severe virus, but to shape the system.
We have a unique but rapidly shrinking window of opportunity to learn lessons and reset ourselves on a more sustainable path. It is an opportunity we have never had before and may never have again. So we must use all the levers we have at our disposal, knowing that each and every one of us has a vital role to play.
The Great Reset is a welcome recognition that this human tragedy must be a wake-up call. It is imperative that we reimagine, rebuild, redesign, reinvigorate, and rebalance our world. Rebalancing.
He's saying the Great Reset. All right, let's change everything right now. All right, the way things are going, let's create a new norm. Okay? They're basically setting their new world. They're just trying to be very cunning about it. All right?
Investment, harnessing science and technology, and advancing the transition to net zero emissions, all elements of the Great Reset are fundamental to building the future we need.
And that last one was the clown Guterres, who was at the Climate Ambition Summit, telling us the world is going to cook by 3.5 degrees or something by the end of the century. Yeah, right. This Great Reset is as serious and as dangerous a threat to our prosperity, to your prosperity and your freedom, as we have faced in decades, with these powerful bodies, including the World Economic Forum, the United Nations, the International Monetary Fund, and even Prince Charles boasting, yes, boasting that within a few short years, yes, their words, you will own nothing and you will be happy. Remember, this is not me saying this, this is them. They are even running ads for the Great Reset.
This is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2 and verse 5. Yea, also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. All right. And basically is describing, this devil's nature. All right. He's arrogant. He never rests because he's always, thinking about wickedness, some type of mischief to plot. And that's when you read was that Proverbs, the 6th chapter, it talks about the 6 things that the Lord hate. One of those things is a man who devises a wicked imagination. All right. And that's, what these elites are guilty of, a hell of a wicked imagination, a wicked plan. Okay. To basically take over the Heavenly Father's earth. Okay. Esau didn't make the earth. He didn't create the people. He didn't create the animals on the earth. He didn't create the trees. He didn't create the oceans and the seas and the rivers. He didn't. Come on, man. But he's trying to take credit and he wants full control. So the scriptures is telling you his get down. His greed is as wide as Sheol, like death. He never has enough, and he gathers all the people to himself because he wants to be the head of all the people. You see, it says, "Shall not all these take up a parable against them, and a taunting proverb against them, and say, Woe to him that increaseth that which is not his? How long unto him that ladeth himself with thick clay?" Which in the Hebrew word for thick clay is a abayet, which means debt. All right, and he has a heavy tab to pay, man. He's done too much. All right, it says, "Shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee, and awake that shall vex thee, and thou shalt be for booty or spoils unto them, because thou hast spoiled many nations. All the remnant of the people shall spoil thee because of men's blood, and for the violence of the land of the city, and of all that dwell therein. Woe to him that coveteth an evil covetousness to his house, that he may set his nest on high, that he may be delivered from the power of evil." And that's what Esau's, that's what he's trying to do. All right. He's devised this wicked plan where he wants to take control. He wants to seize, all things that people should be free to enjoy. He wants to own it and control that. And he also is taking the wealth from, everything that he's gotten unjustly and using it to, put himself in a position where he's, away from the power of, of evil. Matter of fact, Let me go to the other translation. NLT, it says, "What sorrow awaits you who build big houses with money gained dishonestly? You believe your wealth will buy security, putting your family's nest beyond the reach of danger." NIV, "Woe to him who builds his house with unjust gain, setting his nest on high to escape the clutches of ruin." You know, that's why they're trying to, you know, they're trying to build, you know, places for themselves to retreat and hide at, because they know that, you know, their iniquities, their evil plans are being revealed before the people, and the people are rising up. If any of these dudes that's, you know, masterminds behind this whole thing, you know, that's in control of this, they wouldn't be able to just put themselves out there like that, because people would try to take their life. You see? So of course, you know, they got underground bunkers and you know, shelters. They got mountain retreats. You know, they got underwater cities. You know, they might even try to you know, set up an Elysium. You know, to try to go outer space. You see, because their wickedness is going to catch up to them. It even tells you that in Job, the 20th chapter, how every hand of the wicked shall come upon them. And that wicked is talking about the people who are you know, who are tired, man, from all the labor, but they're being defrauded. Got these people overworked and starved out, while they get to, you know, lay back and kick their feet up on all that wealth, you know, that they stole. Because this whole process has been the world's biggest heist in world history. They used this crisis to steal trillions of dollars from the people. You know, and let me get in Apocrypha, you know, because he's that covetous. Sirach 14 and 9, it says, "A covetous man's eye is not satisfied with his portion, and the iniquity of the wicked drive up his soul." You know, so Esau, he's not satisfied. That's why it says his desire is as hell, and he can never have enough. All right. That's why he's willing to cheat and lie and deceive and injure and murder, you know, just to get his way, so he can, you know, get what doesn't belong to him. So that's why this man has to be put, you know, to a stop, man. And the Lord is going to do that. All right. He's going to disappoint the devices of the crafty, that they hands cannot perform their enterprise. All right. He's going to, you know, throw a monkey wrench. Let me go there real quick. Job 5 and 12. And it says, "He disappointeth the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. He taketh the wise in their own craftiness, and the counsel of the froward is carried headlong." Meaning it's brought to nothing. Okay? Because the counsel of the Lord is that which shall stand. All right. His desire, you know, and we pray that you know, he doesn't fulfill his goal. It's Psalms 140 in the Christian Standard Bible version. Psalms 140 verse 8, it says, "Do not grant the desires of the wicked. Do not let them achieve their goals. Otherwise, they will become proud." And you see Esau, he's already waxing proud. That's why it says, "The pride of thine heart have deceived thee." See? And let me go from there to Psalms 54. It's a lot. Psalms 54 and verse 5. And let's deal with the NLT. And it says, May the evil plans of my enemies be turned against them. Do as you promised and put an end to them. And that's exactly what the Lord's going to do. He's going to put an end to Esau E, all right, and his wicked rulership, his kingdom. All right, and right now, we're experiencing, seeing the end of Esau E. And that's why, it's getting good right now. You're seeing them getting ready to mount up tomorrow, in DC. We don't know what's going to come, but it looked like it might pop off. So this shit is getting good, man. You got all these patriots driving across country. They deployed the National Guard to DC just in case some shit. We're watching their end. We're watching their fall. All right. Yeah, Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob's the beginning of it that followeth. So we need these devils to keep doing what they're doing. All right, but hey, this world was created for Israel's sake. I know you think that you're gonna get all this control, but the Lord, he got you in the trick bag. All right, you're not finna control a damn thing. Really, you finna become a possession. You're gonna be controlled, and you need to be controlled because you didn't destroy the planet. All right, Yahushua is gonna come back and take the kingdom. All right, because this is where he's gonna reign supreme. All right, he's gonna come back and subdue his enemies, put them in subjection. So anyway, that's pretty much it. I just want to do a quick response, to this little interview right here, so you can see basically what the plans are. I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all you already know about this agenda, but she kind of, the way she put it, Esau, he's trying to wrap everything up in his with his fingertips, and that's not gonna work, man. You didn't destroy the earth enough. All right. So anyway, with that, call Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua to the next lesson. Shalom.